Hello, and welcome back to Movie Theater Explorer. This is Brent, your Movie Theater Explorer. Um, as I mentioned in my last episode, I was talking about how I'm trying to experiment with a few different things for my YouTube channel and for this podcast and everything. But one of the things I would try to do is like maybe doing some of these episodes or some of these reviews as separate on some of them. So one thing I decided to try. I had recently watched Dante speak on 4K Ultra HD in my dedicated home theater, and I thought I would. I normally post a lot of these reviews on Facebook. If you go to my Facebook page, you probably have seen quite a few of them that I posted, and I thought this one I would try as an audio recording and just give it a shot, see how it goes. So I'm just going to start with giving some of my thoughts on the movie and all that. I never saw this movie in theaters. Just I think it was just one of those I never did, and I was probably too young to see it anyway. So anyway, the first time I ever watched it was um, within the was 5 years ago. I watched it on a streaming service, and I think it was Peacock, but I don't remember. Anyway, it was the first time I ever watched it, and it was definitely entertaining. I like it was out on Blu-ray. But when I heard they were putting it on 4K, I thought, you know what, I would like to get this on 4K. It'd be kind of cool to watch it in a home theater. Um, so anyway, thoughts on the movie. So basically, simple synopsis. It basically Pierce Brosnan plays a um, volcanologist, I think is the word, and he's basically going to the town of Dante's Peak to investigate a dormant volcano that looks like it could potentially erupt. And obviously, if you know enough that it does. But anyway, it's also got Linda Hamilton. So it's got a few other cast members. Like, no one's that I'm like, I totally know who these guys are. One of them I kind of recognize. But yeah, Pierce Brosnan and Linda Hamilton are the ones that really stand out. Anyway, it's it's definitely well paced. I think it starts off slow, but then obviously um, insanity hits the fan, and basically all of this, and then they have to get out and everything like that. And obviously, it's a kind of a town that's pretty hard to get out. Anyway, I the special effects are really cool. Um, I feel like there's probably some CGI. I don't know exactly. I never looked in to see how they did a lot of them, but they definitely still look pretty good today. So I enjoyed what I saw. I like a lot of the other technical aspects. A lot like the sound effects are definitely really good. The score is good. Um, and it definitely well shot and everything like that. It's it's one of those that's really great to experience, whether in a movie theater or even in a good home theater setup. Um, so it is one of those I do recommend. If you're a big fan of disaster movies, especially ones from the 90s, I do highly recommend checking this one out. It is a fun time. Um, as in terms of the 4K Ultra HD, this one comes from Kino Lorber, and it was recently released. And so the image is in 4K, and I think the picture looked good. The 4K image, 4K picture looked good. Um, it's definitely got a good amount of grain. It's definitely details look good. It is a little bit like picture wise, it did look a little bit rough in certain areas. Other areas it looked really great. So um, overall, I would say it was good. Nothing mind blowing, but uh, good enough. I was fine with it. And then this disc also comes with a Dolby Atmos track. It does have other ones like a DTS HD 5.1, but for the purposes of my experience in my home theater, I chose to to go with the Dolby Atmos. And I will put it this way: like it's definitely like I can feel it in like the soundscape envelop the room. Um, I would say like it didn't have the kick that I was hoping it would, if that makes sense. Obviously, the power to really feel the volcanic eruption and everything like that wasn't as powerful as I think it could have been. But there's moments where it sounded great. Other moments where it did feel like it wasn't living up to its full potential. We'll put it that way. Overall, I would say I would put it somewhere between very fine to good home theater experience. I was definitely still overall happy with the home theater presentation. Um, I still think it's enjoyable. As far as recommendations, if you haven't owned this one before, I do think this 4K is probably a good way to get it. Again, like I said, I've never owned this one before on 4K Ultra, or owned this one at all, I mean, on home video. So this is my first time picking it up. So picking it up on 4K Ultra HD just made sense. So overall, it's good. I recommend it, but obviously, if you want to wait for a sale, that's a good way to go as well. Anyway, I'm this is just brief, so um, those are my thoughts on Dante's Peak on 4K Ultra HD. More importantly, my home theater experience, thoughts, and impressions as I've started coining it on my Facebook page. Thank you for tuning in, and thank you for tuning in to Movie Theater Explorer. This is Brent here signing off, and I will be tuning in again with another video like this, or another episode like this. And I'll definitely probably in the future I'll definitely come up with another long episode as well. Anyway, thank you for tuning in regardless, and we'll see you next time. Movie Theater Explorer signing out.